Okay? And maybe I'm not your person, but I want to be your person. So here it is, 7 ways to determine if you are really, really ready to publish your book or to do anything or to make any move that you're going to make. You're going to have these 7 characteristics or do these 7 things. Number one, you must have a clear vision. You must have a clear vision. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. But if you don't know the direction that you're wanting to go in, you will fool around, meander around. Sometimes you'll be going in circles. Sometimes you'll just be standing still, marking time, marching in place. That is not your goal, all right? What you want to do is you want to have a clear vision. And of course, you know, the rest of it, the Bible says, get the vision from God, write the vision, and wait on the vision. Though it tarry, it will speak and it will not lie. It will come to pass, and the just shall live by faith. That means that your faith walk is what you have to have and be in place with your vision, all right? So even if you don't have the money or if you don't have the resources to do your book right now, you ought to have it doesn't cost you anything to put the notes in your computer, all right? And to start making plans for it. Hey, Sam. Hey, Darren. Okay, number 2, you're willing to, first of all, have a clear vision and seek God for the vision. Number 2, you got to block out distractions. You've got to be willing to turn down some opportunities that sometimes every opportunity is not an assignment. Ooh-wee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes we're doing stuff, we're being busy, and we're busy being busy, and we're not really moving toward the goal. We're not really accomplishing what we need to accomplish. Yesterday is a good example, and I have to confess. Yesterday, I was at church, and after church, some people said, hey, let's go out to eat. And I found myself out eating chicken and having a great time. And, fellowship is awesome. But I had a project that I wanted to work on. So when I got back home to work on my project, I was too tired to work on my project because I had expended the energy earlier in the day. Sometimes you have to know that what you're doing is part of your assignment, or it's just an opportunity to do something that's not really helping you. Okay? So if you're focused, if you're clear, if you're going to do anything that's going to build up and move toward your purpose, you've got to block out distractions. Block out distractions. That's number 2. Number 3, okay? You don't get to make time, but you get to organize your time. Okay, so I used to have employees that would tell me, oh, Dr. Harrison, I just ran out of time. No, you did not organize your time, because if you organize your time, you have enough time to do anything you want to do, anything you plan to do, because if you plan to do it, then you have to organize your time so that your time allows for you to function successfully in the goals that you set. All right? So that means that a lot of the stuff that we do, even watching TV and, getting caught up in shows. I have a dear friend that is into watching football on Sundays, okay? Now he can, set up his little snack bar and all the stuff and have all the things in front of him that he wants to have. The only time he gets up is to go to the boys' room, okay? And it's like, okay, he has organized his time and his space in order to accommodate watching the football game. What are you willing to organize so that you can accommodate the time and what it takes to write your book? Sometimes y'all start writing your books and oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm going to talk on the phone. Oh, I'm going to answer emails. Stop it. If you are not focused, if you don't clear the slate and begin to really organize your space and your time and your environment and every distraction around you, you must organize your way into your plan, into accomplishing your plan. All right. So number 1, clear vision. Number 2, block out distractions. Number 3, organize your time, organize your space and environment. Number 4, You must be willing to make an investment. If you say you believe in something and that you're going to do something, you're going to have to invest resources. All right. When I said I was going to get another degree years ago, I had to invest resources, not only my time, but my money. Yeah. Okay. A lot of times we want some stuff that we think we can have and we want it free. All right. Free is not on the agenda these days. All right. Okay. Even this advice that I am giving you now is not free. It may be something that you're getting free, but it costs me something to get it. All right. Nothing's free. So you must be willing to make an investment in your dream, your goals, your purpose, your aspirations, your objectives. Be willing to invest and don't play yourself cheap. Don't play yourself cheap. All right. If you're worth it, if your dream is worth it, go for the best that you can get. All right. And invest. All right. The next one is you've got to be willing to do the research. Okay. The research that you do to begin to understand what world you're entering into is vital. You know, I consult people all the time about publishing their books and help them write their books and all of that stuff. And what I find is that people will look at books on the shelves and say, I can do that. Or they will look at, the fact that they can write, because all of us were, in school at some point as elementary kids, and we said reading, writing, arithmetic. So writing and reading is something that we grew up thinking we could do and learning how to do. Yes, you can. But the proficiencies that you must get to be in this profession are vastly different than just writing like you write on, a computer or on your notes or on emails or text messages. That is not the level for writing a book, because nobody wants to read a book with mistakes or read a book that has not been well planned and well strategically laid out. Okay, so it's important that you understand and that you do the research. Okay, so the first thing on your research is, if you're going to be in the publishing industry, you must research the norms, the standards, and the practices for the publishing industry. Yeah, that's important. Number 6 is have a plan. Yes, for writing books, for publishing your books, you must have a plan. It's a strategic plan. You don't just sit down and start writing, okay? So look, all right, this is the ultimate flight plan for publishing your book, for self-publishing. That means that if you are going to do something, you wouldn't go build a house and just go to Home Depot and start buying nails and wood and hammers. Okay, same thing with publishing. When you get into the publishing industry, you must have a strategic plan about how you're going to prosper, or else you might as well just put that money in the garbage can. All right, you must have a plan. Okay, last thing is set a goal. Anything that's real, anything that you are going to achieve must have a goal, all right? And your goal must fit into a timeline. I talked to somebody that's been writing a book for 5 years. Okay, you didn't have a plan and a goal, all right? So if you have a plan and a goal, your goal must have a timetable, and your plan must have a timetable. Hey, Robin, you can get in touch with me on Messenger, okay? So if you're on Facebook, go to Messenger and inbox me on that, and or inbox me. You know how to do it, all that on Facebook. Y'all know how to do Facebook, yeah. And I look forward. You could also email me. Go to my site and you get the email, but it's thairston77@gmail.com, and that's how you spell Hairston, okay? Not Harriston, like everybody tries to rename me. All right, but listen, the final thing, have a goal. Now, you've got 4 weeks till the end of the year, and it's time for us to start setting some realistic goals about publishing. Yeah, and it's important because this is what is going to preserve your story. We still are reading books. We still are people who love books and are tactile. We like to touch them, feel them, put them on our shelves, put them on our nightstands. Hey, Sean, and it's important that you leave a book about your story, your experience, your knowledge, everything that you have obtained, everything that you've been through. Guess what? It's not just for you. But now you're going to pour out from your heart, and it's going to touch someone else's heart. And when you do that, you will be amazed at somebody somebody else that will be blessed by your story. I know it's upside down, baby. I can't switch Facebook around, and that's how the camera does. And you know what? And I know there's a way to do this a different way, but I don't know how to do it. Somebody will email or inbox me and tell me. All right, so that's it. And I so appreciate you guys hanging out with me.